What is the research evidence-based recommendation for physical activity to maximize health and function as we get older? Canada's physical activity guidelines for older adults were recently updated and are being promoted by the Canadian Society for Exercise Physiology. The guidelines have 4 main points. To achieve health benefits and improve functional abilities, adults aged 65 years and older should accumulate at least 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous intensity aerobic physical activity per week, in bouts of 10 minutes or more.
Notably, the guidelines specify aerobic activities, and they specify an intensity as moderate to vigorous with an elevated heart rate and breathing rate. Indeed, accumulation of a number of light activities throughout the day do not qualify in meeting the guidelines. 10-minute segments of activity are needed for aerobic engagement. These 10-minute segments could be done in an interval exercise format and would also qualify. However, very intense, short bursts of less than 10 minutes do not add up. 150 minutes is specified, but the research does support 90 minutes of vigorous activity per week, or a mix of moderate and vigorous activities.
It is also beneficial to add muscle and bone strengthening activities using major muscle groups at least 2 days per week.
This second guideline notes the importance of muscle strength added to the 150 minutes of aerobic exercise. Muscle exercises can offset the loss in muscle mass and strength characteristics of aging and have been shown to add to the aerobic benefits regarding maintaining functional ability into older age.
Those with poor mobility should perform physical activities to enhance balance and prevent falls.
Notably, this third recommendation is for those with mobility concerns.
More physical activity provides greater health benefits.
As noted in the fourth recommendation, the reduction in risk decreases in a linear fashion and more activity is better, at least up to 300 minutes per week.
This recommendation wouldn't be acceptable for any other medication. Why is it okay for exercise? Thus, the physical activity guidelines prescribe an exercise intensity and total volume or dose, just as a medication would be prescribed. For those who are physically inactive, doing amounts below the recommended levels can provide some health benefits. For these adults, it is appropriate to start with smaller amounts of physical activity and gradually increase duration, frequency, and intensity as a stepping stone to meeting the guidelines. Regardless of what activity you do, pick something that you will enjoy, but that will make you work at an intensity of 6 to 8 on a 10-point scale. Physical activity can be thought of as an umbrella term for any bodily movement produced by skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure. Exercise is a type of planned, purposeful physical activity that people engage in to sustain or improve health and fitness. Exercise can take many forms, just as some physical activities can be strenuous and effective in improving health and fitness. Older adults can meet these guidelines through planned exercise sessions, transportation, recreation, sports, or occupational demands in the context of family, work, volunteer, and community activities. This should be achieved above and beyond the incidental physical activities accumulated in the course of daily living. As a community, we need to tackle the challenging task of getting our 65-plus population active. We can communicate the benefits of physical activity as we get older. We can advocate for increased opportunities for older adults and for qualified professionals. As individuals, we need to get fit for active living.